All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Wind my watch. All right. Get to it. So, where were we at? Getting a new keyboard. So, model 100%. I'm going to do some stretching while we figure out what's going on here. So, basically, so we see issue create. We see issue create, right? So we know that the meta issue is created and the specific issue was created for the README, right? And so then we saw the has README. Okay, so acquiring the lock. Okay, so please standard overlay create meta issue. So what happened? I thought I said create README file. All right, great. So we run create README file. All right, so for some reason we aren't running the PR stuff, right? So we have the mermaid diagram. Let's open the SVG and blow it up. Here it is. Okay. Boom. Here's the map of the mind. All right. The mind of the entity which knows how to please contribute direct money community standards. Okay, so and then what was that thing that I was looking at today? Okay, so we're going to later basically so I was talking to Sid about the looking at an entity. Okay, so take you, right? You're watching this video right now, right? So snapshot you in those conscious states, right? Like where are you? What's around you? What are you thinking about, right? You may not be completely focused on this video, right? There may be some other things going on. You may have some stress, right? So these are all your conscious states that are active there. You have many active in parallel. And so these operations could be representative of conscious states that are happening if there are like strategic plans that if they got overlaid, right? So AKA they are strategic plans, right? Which aren't just base level feature extraction. Well, I guess they could be. So yeah, so this is the mind of that entity, and so there might be some saved state, right? And those are those conscious states. So right, then take the same snapshot of you. You're sitting here right now. You're watching this video, and you now take you, right? You know how to, and you are Alice, right? So Alice, you know how to contribute the contributing the recommended contributing standards, right? And Alice says yes. Okay. And you say, well, okay, so you know how to contribute them when you're in the CLI environment, right? Do you know how to contribute them when you're in the HTTP service environment, right? So then you would have another set of overlays which would then be applied, and that would be a different entity, right, which understood that as well, right? And so as a part of that, you could also have saved state, and that saved state could be embedded within a serialization of the entity via the open architecture, right? Which is Alice, because she's both the entity and the architecture, and we represent effectively what is the neurons in the brain, because we're doing this off a mental model of the human mind, right? And your each operation becomes like a neuron, and then the success or failure of that neuron. There's something I'm not explaining it well right now. I should just get back to the point. So it should be in the thread. There's some of this stuff in the thread. I think there's something to do. I don't know what to do with those quantum simulation machines yet, but I think that there's something to do there with basically this binary decision tree. And then like this either failure state or not failure state, and one being sort of increasing entropy or increasing chaos, and the other being towards convergence or towards the state of the art, right? So good and bad, and then how far did you land there? I don't know. I think there might be something there, but there might not. So anyway, so let's see what's wrong. So we probably don't have an input to something. So what do we want to see? We want to see readme commit message. So this readme PR. Okay, so here's create the meta issue, right? So this is happening over here. So as readme, create readme file. Okay, so create readme file is happening, right? So it's probably because this create readme file, contribute readme MD, this contribute readme MD should really be taking create readme file. Yeah, that should really take that as an output, because this hasn't, like, what if there's this probably kicks off. Yeah, this kicks off and probably runs before this is run. So we need to make sure that we wait for the file to be created. So let's look at the code. Long string. Okay, so let's look at the code. Right, and so what is it that we wanted? So contribute readme MD, right? So this needs to wait. So here's this. It needs to wait for that file, this file here, to be created. So readme path. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I gotta take this off. Okay, I thought that was somewhere else. Okay, readme path. Readme path. Meta issue body. Readme path. Okay, readme path. So readme path actually needs to be moved to this scope. All right. So readme path. As readme. So maybe this is readme path. So basically this thing's got to exist. Right, so this is readme path. So this object's not going to show up unless it exists. Right, so if you want to use this readme path, this readme.md file, then you're going to be waiting around for a readme path, which is basically an event that gets triggered saying, this is available now. Readme path. Okay, create readme file, readme path. Okay, return. Okay. This return path. I like that go length pattern sort of better. Okay, so readme path. So let's see, meta issue body, readme path, none. Okay, so this, we didn't get any of these. So this didn't get triggered, so readme path, output's none. Okay, so readme.md does not exist. So create readme file. Okay, so this didn't do it because it didn't output the path object. So stop. Okay, so now once that object is created, let's see, so where is readme issue, create meta issue, body, readme path, where is it, readme path, and then readme issue, readme path. Okay, do we have a, oh yeah, there is no has readme now. So readme path. Okay, so readme path here can come from readme path, or it can come from this, in which case it's this. Okay, so if path.exists, path is object. Okay. Okay, so readme path, so if not at path.exists, return, otherwise return the path exists. Alright, so create readme file. Okay. Okay. So create readme file, so readme path. Okay. So why do we need readme path? Path here, so we want to create readme file if not exists. Okay. So basically, it creates it if it doesn't exist. Okay. Create the file if it doesn't exist. Okay, yeah, because that avoids this checkpoint of these things. Okay, create file if not exists. Okay, so if path exists, return path. Okay, so if path.exists, return path. Otherwise, path right text readme context, return path. Okay. Okay, so create readme file does not exist. Readme contact result readme.md. Okay. So now there's a README path. So meta issue body, README path, none. So why is it not picking up the README path? It wasn't optional. I guess it's the bug is with the option. All right, so there it is, yeah. So README path. Okay, so the bug is with the optional, so do there is a bug with optional which can be revealed by changing. Okay, so meta issue body. Okay. Okay, so README issue. Okay, yeah, so it needs the issue. Okay, so README path, README issue. README path. Okay, so there has to be a README path, right? Yeah, so basically, README path. Okay, so README issue. Okay, so if README issue, so yeah, no, README issue is optional. So if README issue is none, then just put the path. It's probably gonna blow up. Yeah. Base. Okay. All right. Okay, like that. All right, so README issue. README issue. Okay, no, it didn't like that. It just stopped calling it. Not a body issue. Base. Okay, so because it didn't run this. Not a body issue. Okay, so base branch. Okay, so why do we need that? We don't need that. Okay, we do need that because we need to know what this is triggered against because this could be for a specific branch. Okay. So meta issue body. So for a specific branch. Okay. So if this is for a specific branch. Okay. So okay. So meta issue body. Yeah, you better know what your base branch is here. If you're going to make an issue, because you need to know what you're saying you had a problem with, right? So determine default branch, so base branch, okay, and then this is All right, so yeah, so you need to know what you're working with. So this is what we analyzed, is this base branch. All right, so which right now we're just doing default branch. We might do from this .tools process YAML or something like that later and load it. But so then here, this determine base branch, this should run. So determine base branch. So is this not running? So default branch. So this Git branch. So this Git branch should be coming from Git repo default branch. So let's see. Okay. So 2, 1, T. Okay, so temp / Git repo default branch. Let's just say. Actually, let's just put it right here. Okay. Output. Okay. Wow. Why wasn't I doing this all along? This would be super helpful. Okay. This is what we're going to do. We're going to context. We're going to grab every execution in the shell and grab its output like this. So, all right. So git repo default branch. Okay. Dispatch git repo default branch. Dispatch. Processing git repo default branch. Conditions, no git branch given true, branch -r, outputs none. Okay, so, so it has no default branch because it is a, yeah, it has no default branch because, okay, it has no default branch because it is, no git branch given. So yeah, so it has no default branch because I don't create one yet. So maybe git repo default branch. Okay, so so maybe we need something like create branch if none is. Okay. Okay. So if there's no branches, if there are no branches, okay, so if there are no branches, the git repo default branch command will, or operation will return none, aka there is no default branch. Therefore, in this operation, we check if there are any branches at all, and if there are not, we create a new branch. We could optionally facilitate interaction of multiple similar operations which wish to create a default branch if none exist by creating a new definition which is locked, which could be used to synchronize communication, aka request for lock from some service which has no native locking. Right, so the transmission of like the NFT. Okay, transmission, so we'll just say transmission of NFT via VIDs over arbitrary channels, for example. Just one example, right? Okay, so some realities. Okay, so if we want to create branch that don't exist, so we want to say this operates on analysis repo. Actually, this is not. This is overlays operations Git. So this operates. So this is actually an analysis situation. Okay. Okay, so this way, yeah, this goes in an Alice specific one. Okay. Where is Alice Git repo? Alice Git repo. Okay, it's way up here. Okay. Yeah. So this is Alice space contributor. Let's go repo. So, and if you have the Git features installed, then if you have the Git features installed, so if you have the Git features installed, then these would just be the plain Git features. This would be the Alice specific overlays to those plain features. And yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Okay. That's the way it should be. Okay. Okay. So 145. Well, a lot more shit's happening. I think we created an infinite loop. Okay, yeah, this returns the long term. Create branch if none exists should return Where's that branch definition? Remove branch. Okay. Yeah, this. This is what we want. All right, so run command. Branch dash M, is it? Okay, and then branch name, default name. Okay, branch that then exists, name, and then this is name. Name is, what is this? Branch name. Branch name. Branch name. Default. Branch name, branch. Default branch name. Okay. Default branch name. Default branch name. Okay, so the repo, the name, branch name equals main. Okay. Sync. Okay. Untype. Return type. Okay, it doesn't like this get, so we'll do get branch type like we've been doing. Right. Okay. And then let's have this return name. Yeah, it's like get branch type, so name. Okay, so Vim features, feature, okay. All right, so, okay. Type, stir. No get branch given. Didn't we? Okay. Okay, it's in there twice. Okay, so it must be working. It must be generating the same thing. So no get branch given type. So no get branch given. Okay, well we want branch. Get branch type. All right. So does that look like our previous diffs? Outputs get branch. Fine. Okay, because that's not right. The branch. So git checkout main. Okay. So it did get the main, so it did create the main branch. Okay. So checkout main. No. So let's see. So result main. So we should see some git commands here. Oh, it's output. Okay, so let's get the latest output. Right. Grep with line numbers. 5 context. Case insensitive for what is it? Contribute me. Case a branch. Okay, so here we go. Here's branch. Here's anytime branch was used. Okay, so we see create branch R. That's when that one fails. It doesn't output anything. Outputs none. And then we see get repo default branch. Okay, get repo default branch. And is there anything more? Okay, there is more. Okay, so let's do color equals always and pipe through less dash R so that we can still see what's going on here. Okay, so what was that operation we just implemented, right? So create branch if none exists. So let's look for this. Okay, create branch if none exists, result. Okay. Create branch if none exists. Branch type. Name. Default branch name. Okay. Create branch if none exists. Processing. Result main. Okay. Shouldn't it have? Oh yeah. So logger equals stuff.logger. Hey, how's it going?